This document says you're entering a plea of guilty to 4 counts of theft. 3 counts are felonies of the 5th degree, and each of those carries a maximum penalty of 12 months in prison and maximum fines of $2,500. So cumulatively, that would be 36 months in prison and $7,500. Case number 22-CR39846, the State of Ohio versus Ashlyn Broders. Ms. Broders is before the court for a review hearing. Ms. Broders, it's been a long road.
Yes, it has. Hello again, Your Honor.
How are you?
I'm good. Doing well. How about yourself?
It's Monday, but I'm doing well. So, I had you come back in today because you just weren't getting it, were you, as far as the marijuana issue, right?
Yes, sir. I did have some lapses in judgment, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
But I understand you tested negative today, correct?
Yes, correct. And also completed another substance abuse evaluation last week where I also tested negative as well.
That's all I asked. Okay. So are you on the right track now?
Yes, I do also want to state, as I've turned in documentation to my officer, I am completing a summer semester for college in applied business, have my diploma, working full-time. Again, I really just did have a momentary lapse due to stress, and I know that doesn't excuse anything or make it right, but...
Well, as you were coming in here today, knowing that you were going to test negative, it's a different feeling than coming in here knowing that you have done something that
Wrong.
violated, yeah. Different feeling, isn't it?
It definitely is, yes.
All right. Well, I am going to, at this time, I'm going to terminate your supervision. So your ILC is over as of today. You don't have to report any longer. Just do a successful termination of ILC. Charges will be dismissed. Congratulations. Wasn't that hard, was it?
Oh my God, no, oh my gosh.
It only took 3 years, but a little over 3 years, but we got it done. Okay? All right, you're free.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
You're free to go. You need to see her?
I'll just meet with her briefly.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Ms. Diefenbach?
Yes, sir.
Come on up.
Melissa? Oh, what is she?
This is case number 26-CR43438, the State of Ohio versus Melissa Baker. Ms. Baker is before the court with her counsel, Ms. Diefenbach, Ms. Tranter, on behalf of the State of Ohio. Ms. Baker, your attorney, you just got to sit through one of these hearings, so it's pretty much the same thing that I have to go through with you. But your attorney had filed a motion for intervention in lieu of conviction. So what happens is that in a moment you'll be asked to change your plea to guilty to the 4 counts of the indictment. The court accepts your plea but does not make a finding of guilt. Instead, I will hold your plea in abeyance or set it aside and require you to complete a plan of intervention. If you successfully complete that plan of intervention, then the prosecution of the case ends with no finding of guilt, and I will dismiss the charges against you. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you fail to complete the plan of intervention, if you use drugs or you otherwise break the law or violate my orders, then I will be able to make a finding of guilty that's based on your plea today, and then I'm going to sentence you on these charges. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
How old are you?
47.
How far did you go in school?
I'm actually two classes away from graduating college.
Can you read and write?
Yes.
Are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anyone promised you how the court would sentence you in this case?
No.
Has anyone threatened you in any way to get you to plead guilty against your will?
No, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with the representation you've received from Ms. Diefenbach?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you currently under the influence of any drugs or alcohol?
No, Your Honor.
Do you take medication that interferes with your ability to understand what's going on today?
No, Your Honor.
I have in front of me a document called a change of plea. On the second page on the line marked defendant, there appears a signature. Did you sign this?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you read this and go over it with your attorney before you signed it?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you feel like you understand what it says?
Yes.
All right. This document says you're entering a plea of guilty to 4 counts of theft. 3 counts are felonies of the 5th degree, and each of those carries a maximum penalty of 12 months in prison and maximum fines of $2,500. So cumulatively, that would be 36 months in prison and $7,500 in maximum fines. None of the prison sentences are mandatory. The fourth count is a theft of misdemeanor theft, carries a maximum penalty of 180 days in the Warren County Jail and a $1,000 fine. Do you understand the maximum penalties?
Yes, Your Honor.
On the felony charges, you're also subject to a discretionary period of post-release control, which means that if you are sent to prison on those felonies, when you are released, the adult parole authority may supervise you for up to 2 years. If you violate those rules of supervision, the adult parole authority can return you to prison for up to 1/2 of this court's original sentence. If your violation is that you commit another felony, you can be returned to prison for 1 year, or the period that you have left on PRC, whichever is longer. That time would run consecutive to any additional prison time that you get sentenced to. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
But as I've said, it's not mandatory that you're sent to prison at all. Even if you fail to complete ILC, the court still has discretion to place you into community control, or what some refer to as probation. While on community control, you'll have rules you must follow as well. If you fail to follow those rules, the court has the authority to extend the term of your community control or to impose additional, more severe sanctions, which can include local jail time or prison. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, you are presumed innocent of these charges. You cannot be sentenced or punished unless you plead guilty or you're found guilty following a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have the right to trial by jury. If you want, we will impanel a jury of 12 people and require the prosecutor to present sufficient evidence to convince each of the jurors of your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt, or the jury is required to find you not guilty. Their verdict must be unanimous. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
At that trial, you have a right to see and hear all the evidence that the state has against you. With the help of Ms. Diefenbach, you have the right to confront and cross-examine each of their witnesses. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have the right to call witnesses on your behalf and in your defense. If any of those witnesses are reluctant to come, the court can force them to come by way of subpoena. That's your right of compulsory process. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You also have the right to remain silent at your trial. You cannot be forced to testify against yourself. The prosecutor is not permitted to call you as a witness. You can choose not to testify in your own defense. If you don't testify, that will not be used against you, and I will instruct the jury that they are not permitted to infer your guilt nor anything from your silence. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, the burden of proof is on the prosecutor. At your trial, you're not required to call any witnesses nor present any defense, and if you do not, that will not be held against you. Do you understand that?
Yes.
The standard of proof is beyond a reasonable doubt. That standard applies to each of what are called the essential elements of each charge from the indictment. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, you could also waive your right to a jury trial, but maintain all the other rights we've discussed. You could try your case to the court. I, too, would have to be convinced of your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt, or would be required to find you not guilty. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe you understand each of these rights we've gone over?
Yes.
Do you understand that when you enter a plea of guilty, you'll be waiving all these rights? We will not have a trial.
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand that upon acceptance of your plea, that the plea is a complete admission of your guilt, and the court would be able to proceed directly with judgment and sentence? Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
This is how you wish to proceed today?
Yes.
Okay, Ms. Tranter.
Your Honor, in addition to the facts that are alleged in the indictment, these incidents occurred multiple days, January the 7th, January 16th, as well as February the 19th of 2026, Warren County, State of Ohio. She removed merchandise from 2 different Target stores, one being South Lebanon store and one being Deerfield Township, without paying.
Ms. Diefenbach, anything on those facts?
No, sir.
Ms. Baker, did you hear the statement that she read?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you admit that what she said is true?
Yes, Your Honor.
And again, you understand all the rights you're giving up when you enter a plea of guilty, those rights we discussed.
Yes, Your Honor.
What is your plea?
Guilty.
The court will make a finding that you've made a knowing, intelligent, and voluntary waiver of your constitutional rights. The court accepts your plea of guilty. I am going to grant your motion for intervention in lieu of conviction and order these proceedings stayed pending the completion of the terms of that supervision. So you will be on ILC for up to 3 years, subject to the supervision of the Warren County Probation Department. You're ordered to refrain from the use of any drugs, alcohol, or marijuana. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're ordered to successfully complete substance use disorder and mental health treatment. There is restitution owed in the sum of $658.43 to Target. You are trespassed from all Target stores. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you know what that means?
Yes.
Okay. Now, tell me where you're going to be living.
At my residence, 321 Rawlings Street in Washington Courthouse.
All right. So you just want to go ahead and transfer it up to, is that Ross County?
No, it's Fayette County.
Fayette County, okay.
I can talk to her about that.
All right. And then you'll work it out with the casebook then if she stays supervision?
Yes, sir.
All right, Ms. Tranter, is there anything else?
No, sir.
Ms. Diefenbach?
No, sir.
Ms. Baker, do you have any questions for me?
No, Your Honor.
No? All right, this isn't complicated. You can do this, okay? All right, good luck.
Thank you so much.
Okay.